Bonjour everyone, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. I am joined by Rubenstein. How's it going, mate? Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to
hopefully
you.
a good weekend and an even better Monday. This transfer deadline day is looming.
It is.
How we're feeling, obviously there's been a couple of videos we've done together on Rubenstein's channel. Link is in the description and the title, so check that out and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, big couple of days ahead for Newcastle.
There is.
A few irons in the work, obviously, as it stands at Saturday lunchtime around 2 o'clock. Bruno Guimaraes, we're still waiting for an official announcement. His medical in Brazil is still going on, but apparently pretty much done now, but there's still negotiation with his agents. Sure, that one's really done, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be done. I'm very confident. I am wondering why this medical has taken so long, because it was meant to be happening yesterday morning, to be honest. So,
time difference in South America.
That must be it. No, I am confident again. Part of me also thinks that, you know, again, the new owners, they want to have that marquee signing. I am partly thinking as well, is he on a flight back to St James's now so they can do it properly with the top in the stadium? You know, they want to just upload a picture off Steve Nixon's phone saying we've got. Yeah. So part of me thinks that maybe it could already have done it, and we're just waiting to hear. But we'll wait and see. I'm confident it'll go through. I'd rather it went through quicker so that I could just take a deep breath and relax a little bit. But we'll see. And hopefully not long after this video.
I think you're probably onto something there, like, because you could imagine that Newcastle wanting to rinse this announcement. You know what I mean? Was it when we're saying Joe Linton had big videos and everything?
Yeah,
so we're saying another Brazilian, and for about the same price, 40 million again.
Yeah.
By the time you include the add-ons. So obviously Newcastle want to rinse the market on this one, and rightfully so. Big name signing, big money spent. So you're right, like, they wouldn't want to just release a little crappy photo in the middle of a Brazilian pharmacy.
So Steve Nixon's running around the market trying to find a tune top to get this guy in it, saying, get that on.
Turkish tune top.
Need to send Mandy a Snapchat to show him what it looks like.
Sure, I'm doing work.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's just a matter of time before that gets announced. I think a lot of we're hoping it's going to be, if not last night, definitely this morning.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on that one. Let's hope everything's going to plan. We haven't got a nightmare situation going on there. I don't think I'm sure that'll get announced. Bruno Guimaraes should be the third signing under the Saudi Arabian takeover regime, alongside Chris Wood and Kieran Trippier. Who do you think is going to be the fourth?
Oh, you know, right? Well, the front runner at the minute is obviously Dan Burn at Brighton. We're talking about Guimaraes. That's a centre midfield player that we're obviously looking to get in. We're also desperate for a centre back. I wouldn't be lying if I said I'm feeling a little bit concerned about that at the moment, because literally just before we started this video, Brighton have declined the second offer, I believe. £10 million rejected by Brighton for Dan Burn this morning. That was 10 million plus add-ons. Apparently Brighton are holding out for around £15 million. Do you think that's a reasonable fee for Dan Burn? Again, the Premier League experience. I just think January windows is just always going to be. It's always going to be tough. I think the big problem we've got right now as well is we've literally got 48 hours left of a window. If they sell us him, Brighton needs to give themselves 48 hours to find a replacement as well. So I think, to be honest, I think if we went in the summer and offered that kind of money, I think they'd probably rip our arm off, to be honest. I'm just thinking, because of the situation and where they are. Having said that though, you know, Brighton have had a decent season and I can't see them getting relegated. So with that in mind, maybe they would just say, you know what it is, let's just take the money while we can. So
I mean, Dan Burn doesn't normally start for Brighton, you know. So last year he was playing as a left back, which he was featuring quite regularly. But this year he only got into the team because Lewis Dunk, the captain, got injured, and he's been part of a great partnership with Adam Webster at the back as well. Newcastle been linked with as well. So he's been in fantastic form this season. Like you said, Brighton are having another good season. You're picking up draws all the time, but they never really get beat. Big draws against big sides like Chelsea told me the other week.
I know.
So they are a good side, and that's the problem with January though, isn't it? Is if you're trying to take players off clubs that still want to be there and that are still getting played, like Michel Bakker at Bayer Leverkusen and like Diego Carlos at Sevilla, then it's hard to get these players in because A, they don't want to sell one of the best players or who's featured in the team all the time, and B, they're not confident they'll be able to get someone in to replace them.
No, that's definitely the problem. Well, again, the Chris Wood one obviously went through very quickly because we hit the release clause. I do think this one can go through pretty quick once Brighton, or if Brighton do say yes. Again, it's just how much do we want to spend? And again, I'm hoping, again, we've spoken about this before, I'm hoping we've also got a few irons in the fire somewhere else. You know, we need a centre back. You know,
big time.
Murdad knows this. Murdad's at home on football manager looking at who to buy next. We know we need a centre back, and Dan Burn's the one who's right at the front runner right now. I'm hoping the minute we go no, we'll be like, right, who's next and who's next. So it's just how much are we willing to pay to get him before we go, right, cut it there. Because again, there is no time. I do feel if they say no to another offer, you can't continue this because there isn't time. There is no time to do that.
When you start to think, when you rise up to the likes of 15 million and maybe if you want add-ons towards 20 million, Newcastle might look elsewhere. Obviously, they've been linked with the Hungarian centre-back at Fenerbahce, whose name I'm definitely going to pronounce wrong there, but it's Attili Zalai, something like that. AS, we'll just call him.
I'm not going to have a go.
I've never heard like Sky Sports or anyone say it, so I'm going to clear how you say it. So I'm just guessing. But he's a young international, highly rated. He would cost around £16 million. So maybe you could look at him who's played in Champions League football before and everything. Or like you said, it'll be a name out of the blue, probably, won't it? I mean, the thing that I'm excited for and nervous for on deadline day is maybe someone who that we haven't heard of at all mentioned in the entire January, or someone, player A, is on his way to Newcastle for a medical after agrees being a feed with team A. You know, it's something absolutely outrageous. Could be anybody.
Well, as I say, again, the Wood one, 48 hours went through, the Gomeres one, it blew up on the Wednesday night, and then next thing you know, by Friday we're getting a medical. I do think, as I say, we've got some stuff running quietly through the background. And again, people like Jesse Lingard or whoever who have initially said like, no, you're not having him, whatever. I know we've spoken about this a few times. I do think with 48 hours to go, like people will just turn around and go, what, we're paying his wages, someone wants to, like, why not just let him go?
Yeah, you know, I think the Jesse Lingard one could still definitely happen to me. Like we've heard mixed things, but that could be a late mover for me. Lingard, Newcastle on deadline day, Monday night. Jump in his Lamborghini, fly up to Newcastle, mate. Break the speed limit, we'll pay your fines and get up here and get signed, because that's what we're talking about. Ralph Rangnick said he's happy for him to go. Jesse Lingard wants to come. Man United have just been ridiculously tight with the offer. They may just think, oh, well, we thought Newcastle had unlimited money and then they were going to pay it. They've walked away. Do you know what it is we could do with that 6 million? We could do having £100,000 a week off our books.
Well, this is it, you know.
And Jesse's just going to be sitting on the bench with Donny picking each other's noses. So what's the point? You know what I mean? We'll get rid of these players and free up some space and free up some money. So it's shocking by Man United really keeping Lingard, because Lingard's been at the club 20 odd years. I know, since a youngin'. Put some respect on it and let him go. So let him go. He did the right thing this summer. He turned down a handsome offer from West Ham after a good loan spell. Wanted to pay for his place. Can I get a game? Why keep him?
No, I agree. And again, talking about the loans, you know, you've mentioned Donny there. He's been in chats with Crystal Palace. Yeah.
Did he turn us down? What are you doing, Donny?
And then you look at the Dele Alli one, where Spurs have actively come out and said we're happy for him to go on loan, and then we've heard nothing. Like, again, I would presume we would be in for him. I mean, if we're not, I don't know why. And if we're not, then again, that's another 24 hours, like deadline day. All of a sudden, breaking news: Dele Alli's on his way to Newcastle. Like, it wouldn't. Those kind of ones, again, that are kind of simmering in the background, suddenly are making a move again. Aaron Ramsey as well.
Ramsey could be a late mover. Maybe if the Gomeres deal didn't happen.
Yeah, that's true actually.
But again, you could have a midfield three of Julian, Gomeres and Ramsey. But Shelby's been in great form, hasn't he?
He has, and again, you know, Joe Linton as well, obviously cracking. And I even think, well, Willock hasn't been too good, but I think he turned it on the Leeds game.
Half, wasn't he? Should have scored.
He should have. But no, as I say, I think we've got a few quiet ones ticking away in the background that I'm hoping might suddenly come to the front at the end of the window.
Willock's mate looks like he could be joining him. His best pal from back in the day at Arsenal, Eddie Nketiah, who's free to leave Arsenal because he wouldn't sign a new contract. His contract's currently out in the summer. He refused a new one from Arsenal, so he could be on his way. Talks are progressing there. Could be a small fee for the England #21 record goal scorer. Now, Willock was obviously a success from Arsenal last year in loan in January.
Yes.
Could Nketiah follow suit? Unproven. His last game though, well, it wasn't actually against Forest in the FA Cup, but one of his last games, I think the one before that, was against Sunderland in the Carabao Cup, and he scored a hat-trick against them.
Oh, well, there you go.
So he scored a hat-trick against Sunderland, he's good enough for me.
I was going to say he's a winner in my book already. But no, I do like, I like this one. Again, Wilson's obviously injured, we needed that instant replacement, we've got that with Chris Wood. But we've also spoken about the idea of maybe, like, now that we've got like the main man, Chris Wood, in, we still need to help them, you know. Wilson's injured, Gale's at home playing on the Xbox. Like we need someone else again. Like first of all, if Chris Wood, God forbid, gets injured, second of all, if he's 70 minutes in and he's shattered, we can't bring a striker on. And third, for losing the game, let's lump 2 strikers up front for a change. We've not been able to do that for years. So again, we've kind of spent the money on Chris Wood as a striker, but I think bringing in a young lad with a bit of talent is a good idea.
Let us know if you think it's a good idea and how you think the last couple of days of the transfer window are going to go. How many players are you guys going to sign? Let us know. Who should we sign? Let us know. Cheers, Rob. Been a pleasure, mate.
Thanks for having us on.
Anytime,
cheers,
mate.
Guys.
Make sure you subscribe over at Rubenstein.
Thank you.
And drop your comments below, subscribe, and enjoy yourself.
See you later.